Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I'm so glad that you did. It is Wednesday, I think. um, yes, and I am the letter V, as in Victor, for the Rach and Bella collaboration with Journals in Time for the A to Z Christmas Challenge. So if you type in hashtag A to Z Christmas Challenge, you'll see A through V of all of the creators who have created the most amazing things. I mean, your cup will runneth over, and so will your ideas book or inspiration box or your inspiration book, whichever you keep. I keep both. So this is Rach and this is Bella. This is Rach. This is Rach and this is Rose. And Rose is from Journals in Time and Bella is from Rach and Bella Crafts. And I'm Cheryl from Southwest Florida. And I'm so glad that you came by because we're going to get back to the basics. It's the A to Z Christmas Challenge collaboration with Rach and Bella Crafts and Journals in Time, like I said. So one thing I do want to mention, little housekeeping, is that if you go to either one of their websites, you will see the bumper kit. It's the Bumper A to Z Christmas Collaboration Kit, and the kit's a 50% off this month. Okay? So get your kits because you will not need another Christmas kit. This kit has 72 pages. The ones that I've cut out, I don't know who designed. I'm sorry. And I don't have all the pages cut out. I have plenty, but a lot of them are cut out. So let's move forward so that this video doesn't take all day and I don't take up too much of your time. I'll leave all of the information below. There'll be a link tree. Click on that link tree. It will take you to all of the people who are in the collaboration and the days. It's been going on since October 31st and it will end on November, I believe, November 30th. Yes, I believe that's the last day that the collaboration will be taking place. Okay, so let's begin. I am the letter V, so I'm going to tell you how versatile this kit is. And I'm going to be working with vellum, which if you follow me, you know I love vellum. I use a lot of vellum in my projects. So I'll just put my mat down and we'll get started. So I've done this video a couple of times and I'm gonna kind of take you through what I've done so far. I've made a few things and so let's just start with the first item, which we will start with right now, if I can find the right page. And what we're going to do is, I took two of these. This is my sheet for this month. It's a collage, which I'm thrilled with because it's so versatile. You can use it for so many different things, and I'm going to show you how many different things you can use this page for. Okay, so I've printed it on this side, and then it was supposed to be upside down. I was supposed to glue it upside down. So let's see. I am going to use a page instead that is already double-sided, okay? Because my first item, I'll show you. My first item that I made already is right here. But unfortunately, I just glued that upside down. So, and this little tag comes out. And I'm going to show you how to make this. This is a little vellum window, and it's got a little house in it. And it's a little flip book, and it's got these things in it. okay? So I'm going to show you how to make it on one that I printed double-sided on, so it won't make any difference how I fold it, okay? Or when you open it or close it. So all you're going to do is you're going to match your edges up, if I can see it. And yeah, just give it a press, make sure it's lined up, and run your fingers across like this. I hope you're all having a great day. It's very cloudy and rainy here today. It has been for a couple of days. I didn't line that up very well now, did I? Let me do that again. Let me just hold it up like this. My eyesight isn't the best. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Here we go. So you want to make sure your edges are lined up like this, okay? So you're going to fold it this way, and then you're going to open it back up, and you're going to fold it this way. Okay, there we go. So then we're going to just, this is one of the background pages for the kit. There's several, and they're beautiful. All of them are so beautiful. And I'm so sorry that this didn't go up in time. I'm really praying very hard that this one goes up. So now what you have is this cute little booklet. Okay? Actually gonna go like this. So, yeah. So you're gonna have a booklet like this, okay? So here's the length. You're gonna fold it in half like this, okay? And that's gonna be your little booklet. And then what you're going to do is simply, this isn't lining up very well. I might have to trim it a little bit when I'm done, but that's okay. That is okay. Nothing has to be perfect. So with this, I just printed double-sided. So that's all you have to do. If you can't print double-sided, just take 2 pieces of paper and put them together. And you know, you'll have your double side. So the next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna take my ruler because I wanna make a window here. So, and I need my pencil. Excuse my reach. And I'm just going to, well, I'm gonna keep it closed for now because I need to measure it, and the stripes are not helping. I'm sorry about that, having to use the stripes, but that's okay. So, it is, let's see, how big do I want to make my window? Let's see. So 4 by 5.5. So I want to do 1, 2. I'll just do 3. Say 3 is my center here. And then I want to come in 1 inch here. And I want to come in 1 inch here. And I want to come down another 1.5 inches here. And I'm going to come down another 1.5 inches on this side. And that will make my little square box that I'm going to cut out, if I can see it. I'm going to have to take this aside because I need to get my graph on my table. Sorry about that. This just making sure I'm lining up properly with my dots here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I think that's right. I didn't go all the way. And here's one here. I can do this. And you want to use a pencil so that you can erase anything that is still outstanding, you know, is still there. I'm sorry, I have really bad poor eyesight. This isn't, the stripes aren't helping. The other one was much easier. There we go. So now I have a, you know, a box, a window. I just made a window, that's all I did. Okay, so now I need to cut my window out. So I'm just gonna open it back up. And of course I need my cutting mat. And all this is a cutting board from the Dollar Tree. It's a flexible cutting mat. And I use that because it's clear and I can see through it. So, and it takes that glare away from my table that you all see. So then all I'm gonna do now is take my ruler and I'm gonna go from point to point. I'm gonna take my craft knife, and you can cut out your windows any way you want, but this is the easiest way I've found. So I'm gonna cut it there. And then I'm gonna just take my ruler and I'm going to my 2 points and cut it there. And then I'm going to cut it from here to here. Try and keep on the ruler. If you don't worry about it. Anything is fixable. Here we go. And that takes out that piece. Oh, I need to go along that line as well. I just take out this piece very carefully. Goodness, I'm having surgery on my eyes. And unfortunately, my eye doctor in the hurricane lost his office. So he's moving to Venice, and it'll be a while before I can get my eyes fixed. I have a special pair of glasses that he made me, but they're not helping very much, quite obviously. I should have used just scissors, but that's okay. Then I'm just going to take this piece off by going from here to here. There we go. And now I have my window. And then you're simply going to take a piece of vellum. What did I do with it? I know it's here. Where is it? Oh dear, it's a whole package. Well, you know what? For the sake of me having to search for my vellum, see, I have everything to my right that I'm going to be using except the package of vellum. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use a piece of packaging, which I'm sure you all have in your stash. This was supposed to be vellum here, but I'll just pretend this is vellum because I don't have it right beside me and I don't want to waste anybody's time. So then all I'm going to do is open this back up, and I am going to, I didn't pull this up because it will glue down with the vellum. I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit so that it looks pretty, just in case you have the same eyesight problem. Dear. Okay, that's good. Take my pencil and erase anything that is there. Not that it really matters because we're just trying to put the concept together. Okay, so here I have a piece of vellum, and I'm just going to put some, I'm going to cut this down because we don't need that much. Hard to see vellum or packaging, but it's here. Now I'm going to glue around that piece here, but I'm going to glue away from my edge because I don't want to get anything on my vellum. And I'll just use art glitter glue for this. I find that this is, you know, typically the best for vellum. It works really well for me, so. And there we go. And then we're just going to place this vellum over here like this, and then push this way, okay? Because you don't want to get anything on your window. There we go. And then we'll just close that back up, and you've got your little vellum window right here. I'm just going to snip that off. It's bothering me. Thank you, John. My husband just brought me in a package I was waiting for, but thankfully it wasn't for this project. Well, one item still hasn't come for this project, but I'm using something else. So I'm just going to trim this up right along this edge so that it's even. It was just the way I folded it. So I'm just going to trim it up so that the booklet is even, like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, I still see some pencil, so I'm going to erase that off. All right, and then what we're going to do is simply, I cut the hole wrong. It doesn't matter. We could go this way. Okay, I wanted it to flip open. Oh, wait a minute. I just folded it wrong, that's all. Okay, oh, I'm so sorry. So it's been a real hard time trying to get this done right. This video up. Okay, there we go. So sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna put my pen back in my glue so that it doesn't dry out. I've been using a pen because for some reason my cap's not keeping my art glitter glue. It's not keeping it. I'm having to put my steel pen in it. So there might be a little hole in it or something that's drying it out. So there you go. And then the next step we're going to take, and this is where I wanted to show you how versatile this is. Okay, so all you're going to do now is you're going to take, and we won't do it on camera, I'll just show you the end product. So what I did was I took an image from this sheet, this collage. This is so versatile and vintage. And I used velvet and I used vellum. But, so in this sheet, as you can see, I made my little window here a couple of times. This is my third time. And then I placed my, what I wanted that scene to be. And I wanted it to be this little house, which is right up in this corner. Okay? So I used that. And then for my tag, I used this part, which is right here. Okay? I just folded, it was lengthwise, so I folded it over. I put a piece of velvet in between and closed it up. I used Fabri-Tac. And then you're going to just slide it right inside here, and that's going to be a little pullout. Doesn't that look pretty? And then all I did was I took part of the other collage of mine, which is this one, okay? And I made two pockets. I made this pocket and this pocket, and then I put in some little tags like that. And here's another one. It's just a Christmas tree. I'll put this one over here. And then this one, it's all part of the collaging. This one is the manger. And then this one says St. Nicholas. Well, actually, I'll put a tag here and a tag here. And that's all you do. Now, I did leave this back place, this back space, I left open. So I closed this and I closed this so that this would open like this. And I left this part open so I could put a journaling card or what have you in there. Okay? And that's it. That's your booklet with the letter V part of the collage, part of the kit. Okay, the bumper kit. If you look on the letter V, you'll see these two very versatile collages. All right, so that's our first project that we did. Well, I did. And I'll put these two sheets aside. The second thing is I made, let's see, I made some vellum. And if you go back a couple of videos, you'll notice that you'll see a video on how to make your own vellum using some shaved wax and an iron. Okay? And so I made my own vellum like this. So here's a couple that I did that I made vellum. And I'll show you what this used to look like. So here's this piece here. And here's the vellum. See? And then this piece. It's clear on the back. You can see through it. Here are these two pieces. It's vellum, just with some wax. And then little pieces like this. The T, you can see through the back. The Santa. Here's the one before the vellum, and here's the one after the vellum. So yeah, so I made my own vellum, little pieces, and you can do that, you know, like when you take the day to tea dye or to coffee dye or dye your papers, take a day and make vellum. It's so simple. I mean, and the results are so amazingly beautiful. This is not vellum. This is waxed. And there you go. Okay? So there's another way to you can make your own vellum. Just by some shaved wax and some heat. And if you go back a couple of videos, you'll see, I think it says vellum doilies or something like that. But it's just a couple of videos back. I'll actually link that video below as to which one it is so that you can see that. All right? So, and I just take the whole page and I sprinkle my shaved wax, which all I do is I take a candle like this and I shave it with a vegetable peeler. And then it gives me all the shaved pieces. And then I simply, you know, take it and I put the whole sheet down. I put a towel down and then I put a piece of baking paper. Then I sprinkle my wax over it. Then I take the other piece of wax paper and then I iron it. And the towel, you don't use your mat, use a towel because this will warp if you don't, and use just a dry setting. And then once you do that, you just cut them out. See? And you have vellum. It's just that simple. Here's some vellum tags I made. This is one. Here it is in paper. And here it is in vellum. See? Very simple. So that's another thing, another way you can make your own vellum. And then, isn't that so sweet? I made that into vellum as well. I have lots of vellum. So then, let's see, let's make our third item, which is going to be, let me get this out of the way. I made this little, I printed on vellum, and you just open it up. It's got a pocket here with a journaling card. Inside here, the skater. This is from one of the part of the kit, and this is from part of the kit, and it's a little skater. And then over here, I have a couple of, excuse me, a couple of little pretty, like sort of Victorian tags, okay? And then what I did was I simply closed it up and I attached this piece again from this collage, which I believe might be on this page. Yes, it is. It's right here. I had a scrap, so I used that scrap. I put a piece of velvet, and that's my closure. See how versatile a collage sheet can be, and how nice vellum and velvet look. So elegant and so beautiful. So we'll make that now. And I will show you how. It's very simple. You just take your piece, you run your vellum through your printer. Okay, this is very thin weight vellum, very inexpensive. You can find it on Amazon or any craft store. So this is my vellum, put it right through the printer, and that's how it printed. So all you're gonna do is, I want him to fold over to give me a flap. So I'm just gonna put it down like so, making sure my edges meet. And I might have to trim it up a little bit because, you know, I trimmed it on the trimmer because you have to shrink to fit when you print it so you get the whole image. So I just cut out the white space. So you do that. And then you simply open it up like this. And you fold it up like so. And then you're going to take this piece off because you don't need it. Like this. But don't throw that away because it's a great vellum scrap. You can use it to decorate something. I love vellum. everybody like to work with vellum? And you could do this with tracing paper as well. Just make sure you put your tracing paper on an 8.5 by 11 sheet and run it through your printer that way if you're using tracing paper. I'm just going to take a very, very, very thin piece. It's just a very thin piece off each side, just so that when I close my pocket and glue it, it won't bend, you know, at the bend. So that's it. Now I am going to take this side and I'm going to fold it, not all the way to my crease, but almost. So I'm just going to fold it, which is difficult for me to see, but I'm just going to hold it up like this to fold it, if that's okay. And just run it up. And then that will fold in this way. Wait a minute, how did I do that? Just did something wrong. Oh yeah, no, I didn't. I just didn't cut this wide enough. I didn't fold this over wide enough. Is that gonna reach? Just, yeah, just about. I can fix that. I'm just gonna take a little bit more off of this so that I can refold that little piece there. Just so that he will fold over nicely. Because he needs to come over just a skosh more, like to here. I'm so sorry, I'm having so much trouble with my eyes. There we go. So now it folds so that it's over this piece, okay? And I'm just going to fix up my little pocket here, because see how it's impinging? I'm just gonna fix that right now by taking that little sliver off. I should have folded it first. Here we go. So now what you have is something that looks like this. And after you've got it all folded, you will then decorate it however you wish. I happen to like taking a piece of paper and putting the velvet on the side of it to use as my flip. Okay? And that's it. That's how you make this out of vellum. Okay? So then the third thing, where are we with time? I can't tell. 33, great. We're on a roll. The next thing we're going to make is, it's very sweet. Something that looks like this. And this just slides off like this. I put a little piece of lace on it. You open up this side. I haven't glued it yet. I'll show you how to do that. You open up this side. You've got your tag here. And then you've got some little tags in this pocket. I have to glue this down and then glue the pocket down. I haven't done that yet. And then that. So let me show you how that folds. Just very easy. And then this just slides back on. Like so. And you have, oops, you have something that looks like this, which a little bit, there we go. Okay, so let's make that. And we will use this piece to do that. This is another piece from the bumper kit. And all we're going to do is we are going to fold it like so, and then fold it again. So that was about, let me just measure and see how much that was, because I have to fold the other side the same way. Well, I could actually do it this way and then fold that in. So yeah, so just go like this, fold this to here. Once you've got your two sides, fold it like this, bring this back out and fold this in like so. And then you have this sweet little fold out. Now you're just going to open it back up, and you're going to fold it up like this to make your pocket. Okay. Open this up and take out all your stuff here that you don't need. I'm really sorry, I'm having a terrible time with my eyesight. It was a little bit better, but it's getting ridiculous. Very hard to be somebody who loves to fussy cut. It's getting a little bit difficult. I don't have a lot of light on right now either, because it really gets very bright and you can't see a thing I'm doing. So just fold that out of your way. And again, you want to take a little sliver off this way, and then you want to take a sliver off of here, like so. And then let me just take a little bit off of there. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. I took a little bit too much off of there, but that doesn't matter because it's going to get glued right there. And I didn't cut it all the way straight anyway, so that's good. It's perfect. Yep, there we go. And then same with this side, just make sure it's cut right. Straight across. And then all you're going to do is get your glue. Again, I use the art glitter glue. And I'm going to put a little bit on this edge. And I'm going to put a little bit on this edge. And I'm going to fold that up to make my pocket. And there we go. Give that a press. And another press. And then I'm just going to glue here, just to keep my things from falling out. That I'm going to slide in there. Go across this way. I'm sorry, I'm concentrating. I just went completely silent. I hope you didn't think you lost your you lost me in my voice, your sound. Are you all decorating your homes for Christmas? I'm going to do mine on Thanksgiving. My husband will put up the tree and then he'll cook. He loves to cook, so he'll cook and I will decorate. So that'll be a fun day. So now what you have is this cute little fold out. I'm going to take a piece of, Let's see, which color velvet do I want to use? I'll use the cream velvet. And I'm just going to simply take it around here like so. And bring it around back like this. And just make sure, you know, it's taut but not too tight. But you do want to make it taut. You know, you want to make it so that it's gonna slide up and down. And it will. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac because it's fabric. Put this aside. I don't want anything to get in your way from seeing me. Oh, dear. So I'm just going to take and put a little bit on this end, like so. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to now wrap it like this without getting glue on my project. Match it up like this, okay? And then just slide it off because we're going to take something pretty and put it over that particular part. Just make sure this is even down here. There we go. That looks better. Yeah. Okay, and then right here where you glued it together, you can take something like, let's see, let me get one of my fussy cuts that I cut out. Where is that piece that I had already cut? Well, you know what? I'll use one of my pieces of vellum that's already fussy cut. Since we are using vellum, I'll use the Christmas tree. Do I want to use the Christmas tree? I think I'll use Santa. Yeah. That's the paper one. Use the vellum one. So there's the vellum one. And I'm just going to take my art glitter glue and I'm going to cover up that piece. So I'll put it right here, right on the vellum. I should have probably used Fabri-Tac. That's not going to stick. I forgot I was using fabric. It won't work if you don't use fabric glue, especially on the vellum. I mean the velvet. Anytime you're working with fabric, you should use a fabric glue. And then I'm going to cover that right up. Make sure it's straight. And it is. And it looks lovely. And I'm just going to clip this for a minute so it will dry. Put that to the side. And now I've got my pieces here, okay? And I'll just take and put, for now, I'll put this here in the center. This is just for now because it's already cut. That will go in the center, and this is from the letter X. This is very versatile. You can cut this piece out. You can cut this piece out. You can, so many things you can do with this piece. Very, very versatile. So I'm going to just place this in here. This looks great on fabric as well if you want to stitch, if you want to do some slow stitching. And then I'll just take and put some things inside those two little pockets that I already have cut up. So I'll just put this in here. Will that close? Yeah, it'll close. So I'll put that piece on that side. I'll take this Santa and I'll just place it on that side. And you can put as many goodies in there on your sides as you want, okay? And the same thing with here. You could even put a tag, and, you know, a gift card. A gift card would be very nice in there. And then you fold it up again, like so. And this is plenty dry, I'm sure. And then you just take your velvet ribbon and doesn't look very straight. There it is. And you've got this pretty, very, very pretty little flip out. And it would go great with a gift card and some, you know, little goodies or something, you know, or a little, you could take a card and put that inside, and on the back you could write your message along with your gift card. Okay? So that's another idea you can use with vellum and velvet. It's very versatile. And it's I guess it's vintage. This is more vintage. And the last thing I made was, if I have them here, so pretty. You can run it through your embossing machine. See, like this. And you can put it over something like this. And then you could stitch it or glue it here. And this could be a flip. Okay? So there's another idea you could do with vellum. You can emboss it, put it over your image, and it looks so pretty. And then you could either stitch it or glue it. And then you could use your stickles. You could use your gold pen. Where are my pens? Where it's one of my pens. I'll show you how pretty that'll look with one of my gold pens. Where are they? Well, anyway, it's fine. We don't need to decorate it. You get the message. But your stickles or anything like that, you know, you could just put around your edge or stitch it or what have you, and it would be beautiful. You could heat emboss this as well. I mean, there's so many things you could do with it, but it looks very pretty and elegant on its own. That's another thing. And then, last but not least, ever with me and vellum, nope, there's very many last but not leasts. Let me just show you what else I made. So I made these two tags. So all I did was I took my vellum and I took my tag like so. I'll just use this one. And then you can trace around it with your pencil, okay? And then you can cut it. And then you can outline it with your silver pen or stickles or whatever you have. And then put some images on it, a velvet ribbon, and you have a beautiful velvet vellum tag. And here's another one that I made. I won't decorate them, but I think you get the point. So I don't think we need to make those because it's very simple. You're just going to make a tag out of it, any shape you want, okay? Or you could use one of the tags from the kit and trace around that one and do the same thing. Just take whatever images you want and decorate. And then put a little velvet tag here, or lace, or paper, or another piece of vellum, or however you want to do it. But they're beautiful. Then you could actually slip them inside a clear embossed envelope, or just inside your pocket in your journal. So that's that. The next thing I did was I took my paper, this is directional, I folded folded it up like this. Okay. And then I took it and I cut it to where I wanted to make a pocket. So I'm trying to cut this straight, as you can see. And then I just took a doily. What did I do with my doilies? I just took a doily. Talk amongst yourselves. I thought it was on my desk. I just took my doily, okay, and I opened it up like this. And then you take your doily and you kind of center your doily where you want it and however deep you want this part, because you're going to cut it out. It makes it very sweet. So you just take your doily like this. You take your pencil. And then you just trace around your doily like so. I'm never gonna see that, but I'm gonna try. And then you just simply cut those lines like this. It gives you a nice scalloped edge. Like that. And then when you close it up, I'm going to show you one that I already made. I made this out of clear vellum. So there's the scallop. I took some gold pen, some gold ink, and I just ran it, across before I glued it on the side, okay? And then I put a piece of velvet across the bottom, and then you can just put some tags in it. So there's something you can do with clear vellum. Now that top piece, you didn't want to throw it away because that is very versatile and something you can do. So let me just give you an example. You can take that other piece that you folded up and you can make another pocket like this. Run this piece that you cut off, this piece that you cut off, and run it through your embossing machine. Simply take your glue. I'll take what's in there out. You're going to simply take your glue and you're going to run it along the edge here, making sure that you don't close your pocket or your envelope. And you're going to put this really pretty piece that you cut out. You can heat emboss this in gold or silver or not at all. You want to put this on your edge of your envelope and make a faux envelope pocket. So now what you have is this really pretty, you took this and put it through your embossing machine, and now you have this really pretty that will go away once it's completely dry. You will not see it. Okay? And you have this, and you could even use this as a tuck spot if you wanted to. I don't think I would, but there you go. Isn't that so cute? Adorable. Oh, you know what you could do? Let's see. Let me find something. I'll have to use the, oh, wait a minute. I can use the green. Yeah, I'll use the green. Oh no, that's a little bit too bright. I'll have to go with the cream again. But wouldn't this look elegant and very pretty? So I'll just snip a piece of this off. I'll take my fabric tack. Always thinking of ways to further decorate my items without overdoing it. Sometimes I overdo it. And I'm like, no, I have to take that out. I audition a lot. Spend a lot of time auditioning. So run your fabric tack across there. Place your velvet across here, like that. Oh my goodness, so pretty. So pretty. And then you just cut this side. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Isn't it just so much fun when you can make things like this that you can't find in a store? Oh, how beautiful that is. It's just beautiful. And you just used your scraps of vellum, which are very versatile and vintage and Victorian with velvet. I'm trying to use my word as much as I can, or my letter. So there's that. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure that's all I did. Now, if you want to further decorate, I want to show you how versatile these are. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to take this and I'm going to show you how versatile this piece is. And then this will be the last thing we do. I hope you stayed with me the whole time so that you could get all of my ideas for vellum and velvet, Victorian and vintage. So I'm just going to take that strip. I'm going to further embellish my envelope. I think I'll do it on the back because the back doesn't have anything and it really needs it because, you know, it's so pretty and we should add something on the back. So I'm going to take this piece and just run it across the back like here, like so. And then I'm going to cut out my Santa like this. And I really like that stitching, so I don't want to lose that. And I'll put him right here, like that. Okay, how versatile that piece is. And I will not throw those pieces away because I'll use them. And this will be last for today. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving in the United States. I hope that you're all enjoying your Christmas crafting. And I pray and pray and pray that this video goes up with no hitch. Right? Right. So I'm just going to put this in the middle. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, this envelope is, I mean, it's just so beautiful. It's turning out so beautiful using scraps. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to run a piece of some glue here. I think I want the stitching. I don't know how I want the stitching. I think I want the stitching on the bottom. So it looks like I stitched across the bottom there. Just beautiful. Now, because I did all of that, I need something for the front. So I'll just take this scrap and I'll put it right here. And then everything matches so perfectly. And it just looks so beautiful to me. Look at that. How versatile that little tiny piece was. Just perfect. And then you could make a tag inside with the rest of your piece to match, you know, because you still have it all. You still have so many pieces left of that piece, you know, so many pieces. Just show you for an example. Look how gorgeous that looks. And you could back it with some red and white polka dotted paper if you wanted, or vellum. And that is all I have for today. So let's go back and take a little bit of a review of what we've done so that you can remember and come back. So we've made a cute little envelope, faux envelope with some velvet. And on the back we used up that little, this comes from the letter X. I do know that. So we have that. I'm going to take this away, and I am going to instead put this down so that we can see better. Okay, so we've got our envelope. Here's another envelope that I already did. So we'll put that down. And then we've got some vellum tags here and here. And then you can take vellum and make a piece of vellum to go over something or just on its own. But we'll keep it over it. So we've got that. And then we have this sweet little flip out that you just are able to, if you haven't glued it, you just slip this open here, here, and you've got a tag in the middle or a gift card or whatever you want to put in it. So then there's that. I hope I didn't go too fast. There's that. And then we have all these vellum pieces that we made. Well, we didn't make it on camera, but I showed them to you. See, that's paper. It's vellum. And another piece of vellum. And another. And then what else did we make? I made this yesterday on camera, but you weren't here. So I didn't glue anything yet because I realized, yeah. So we'll just put that there anyway. And then we've got our sweet little boy here that we can't forget. It's this one, but I'll put out the decorated one. And here's another vellum piece that we can use. So look at all that you can get with vellum and velvet and Victorian and this beautiful bumper kit from Rach and Bella Crafts. Thank you so much, Rach and Bella, Rachel, and Rose from Journals in Time. I'll put all the information below. And remember, hashtag A to Z Christmas Challenge. And don't forget, it's the Bumper A to Z Christmas Kit, which are 50% off this month. And it's a 72-page kit. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for being patient. And I'm sorry I'm late. And let's pray together that this video goes up. Until next time, be well, be safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.